What is up, everybody? I hope y'all are having a good day. We're headed over to my parents right now. Gonna go out to eat, and after that we're gonna be working on Project Tesla. We're gonna get started on building the box for the back seat, and hopefully it's gonna look nice. We're gonna wrap some carpet around it, and I'm trying to get a lot done today. I always say that and don't get as much done as I want to, but I really want to get that box in there so I can actually start using it. So we'll see what we can get done. Come along with us, and I hope you enjoy.
Say hi, bees.
Diesel likes riding in this thing.
He does.
Nice. All right, so I need a piece. I'm gonna start out with 46 and around 23. Alright guys, so this is what we got going on so far. I went ahead and cut the main piece for the box. This is going to be the top. My dad actually already had this fabric, so I didn't have to go out and get anything, which is nice. And we're just going to cut this to size and staple it to the top here. I went ahead and rounded the edges off. And I kind of just eyeballed this, and there ended up being a gap, but that just left us a gap to run some power cable, so that's what we'll do. Worked out in the end. And then we're going to cut that to size and make it fit. Well, that sucked. I went ahead and stapled everything together and realized that I didn't put any doors in. The whole point of this is to have access to the storage, so got ahead of myself. It ended up turning out really nice too. The wrap was really tight on it and the fabric fit perfectly, but we'll try to do that again. My dad had a couple of these hinges, and this is what I'm gonna use for the 2 doors on each side. So I'll go ahead and do some more measuring, do some more cutting, get the hinges installed, put it all back, and hopefully we don't have to take it apart again. Alright, so take 2 was a success. I just have to wrap it now. I just got 2 identical doors on each side. Open up, storage underneath. Works pretty good. So I'm just going to try to wrap the whole thing. Take a razor blade from the other side to cut the cloth to match. And then I'll just staple the cut fabric to this. Maybe use some glue or something. But I'm thinking it's going to work out pretty good. Let's give it a shot. What is up, you guys? It is a couple days later. I haven't done anything else that you haven't seen. I don't think I showed you guys this finished product, but I'm pretty happy with it. Boom. Opens up. What I should have done in hindsight is made these gaps bigger and wrapped the fabric around it. It would have made for a cleaner look. But honestly, I'm gonna have a carpet over this anyways, and my sleeping pad or whatever, so it's not really even gonna be seen. So I'm not too worried about it. It's functional, it's tight, it's not going anywhere. And for now, for just a rough draft, I'm happy with this. We'll run this. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna like this setup when it's all said and done, but it's just a trial and error. A lot of people that camp out of these things just leave the back seats in so they have somewhere to sit. But my only thing with that is you just lose all of this potential storage space just for a place to sit. Like, I don't want to be sitting in here, and if I need to sit in here, I can just sit in the driver's seat. The only thing I worry about is having a place to work on my laptop, because I won't be able to have the passenger seat because it'll be pushed all the way forward with a fridge behind it. Yes, a fridge. Stay tuned for that. So I guess I'll just have to work on the laptop laying down for now. And in true Tesla owner fashion, I can just go to a coffee shop to work on my laptop. That way I have high-speed internet anyways, so we'll work around it. This first run will be trial and error, and we'll make some changes as needed. My next step is going to be figuring out how I'm gonna mount this thing in there. There's a few open bolt holes that I wanna tie into. I'll show you guys those really quick. So it's not very sturdy, but it's sturdy enough. We're gonna tie one of the back legs into this mounting point, and this one down here is a lot stronger. So we're gonna use those two for the back, and then I think I'm gonna try to pull those plastic tabs out of there and cut a piece of wood to fit down inside there in the front, because there's one over there and one here, and that should be all we need. So other than that, I'll have to box everything in after it's all said and done, because I don't want to leave any of this exposed underneath. I know a few of you made some comments about this. These are the HV lines for the hybrid battery. Pretty high voltage. Good news is, with these Teslas, they don't have anything flowing through them when the vehicle's turned off, and even when they're on, as soon as they detect any arcing, it cuts the power off. I don't think we'll have to worry about that anyways, but just to be safe, we're gonna have that covered up. I made sure in my design to leave this vent free, because this is the vent for the batteries. Definitely want to keep those cool. But it's funny, just driving down the road after I've taken the seats out, you can notice you hear so much more road noise. And when it was raining the other day, it sounded like a window was down because of the rushing of the water against the floor pan. So I'm gonna go find some wood, do some measurements, and let's get to building. Ha ha ha. Mounting point 1. Mounting point 2. So 12 inches. Exactly. I would imagine it'd be the same, but we'll measure it anyways. Yeah. So 12 and 12. Alright, so another modern pinnacle in engineering we figured out here. I got my front board all done. Got these locking pins that lock it into place. It actually works out pretty good. I'll go ahead and show you guys right now. Locking pin number 1. This one's pretty tight, so it actually locks it in there. And boom, just like that. This actually might look pretty good when it's all said and done. So my next step is going to be to figure out where I'm going to mount it to the back here. I've got that side figured out, so we'll start with that. I'm just going to cut a couple boards just like this to tie into the frame. Boom, boom. And then we're going to have another sheet of plywood going across here. And then we're going to end the day with wrapping off the two sides. I won't have to wrap this back plate with material, so that'll save some time. So really, the most time-consuming part is just going to figure out these mounting spots, and then I'm going to have to cut the bottom of the plywood to wrap around these HV lines, and then something similar with this piece. But let's get working. So this is what we ended up with on the passenger side. This thing is solid. We're able to tie in the frame to these 2 holes here, and this is definitely the most sturdy mounting point. That one ended up turning out pretty good as well. It's definitely not going anywhere. And after this is screwed in, it'll all be good. But since I decided to put this here, and I didn't think about it beforehand, I should have started with this. Unfortunately, these supports are going to be in the way in some spots, but I'm going to slide it in and see what we can make happen. Well, you guys, we got it all in there. Everything's mocked up. I do have to trim a couple boards, but for the most part, it's level. It's looking good. The concept turned into reality. Opening this up reveals this section, which I'm gonna box off the bottom, so I'll do that in the next video. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Especially on these solo trips, I have absolutely no use for these rear seats, so instead of just having wasted space, now we'll have areas to store things. I can put food, camping supplies, anything you can imagine I can put in these 2 sides, and there's actually a lot of space in there. I wanted to keep it level with the rear, and we did that. So tomorrow we're gonna make sections for the side, and we're gonna box everything in the bottom. But like I said, this is the rough draft. I don't want to go crazy with it if it turns out that I don't even like this setup in the first place. So after it's all said and done, we'll do a few trips with it. If I like it, we'll keep it. If not, we might throw the seats back in. And this is just to sleep in and to get amazing gas mileage on some awesome trips. So I'm really hoping this works out. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below if you would change anything. You guys always have great suggestions, so feel free to drop a comment down below. Leave a like if you're enjoying this build series and you're excited to see some more progress. I made a hint earlier that I had a few companies willing to work with me, and sure enough, we have something on the way that I'm looking forward to showing you guys. But that's gonna do it for me. I gotta head home, edit this video, eat something, and go to bed. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.